Preserve your memory and favorite days. Come online to the newest craze. The digital scrapbook, the way you want it to look. With digital scrapbook kits, fun and full of wit. You log in today, you won't be able to quit. Come on over and you'll think it's the bomb. Nitwitcollection.com.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our video release of our Ooh La La collection. We wanted to show you the entire collection and all the coordinating products that go with it, as I know sometimes it's kind of hard to see our previews and all the elements and papers that are contained in it because they're just so crammed full. So as a start, here's our bundled collection, and in our bundled collection you'll receive the FQB, the Lil Bits, the 2 paper packs, as well as the Alpha. And in doing so, in buying it as the bundled collection, you save 20% on the entire collection, or the price of the entire collection. So if you like this as much as we do, I'm sure you're going to want the bundle. So let's get inside this and actually see each of the elements and papers in the FQB. So here we start out with the balloon. Obviously, very shabby chic kit, which I know you've gotten from seeing the kit already. And into our papers. Our background papers are in the 3 or 4 colors, and you'll see the beautiful small floral paper, a great accent paper to use, and we've placed it in a few different colors because we're not sure exactly which way your project is going to go. So we want to make sure that you have lots of options so that you can actually choose these to whatever is suiting your project. Obviously the Fleur-De-Lis, the quintessential item to be in a kit of like this. And there it is again in a few colors. Here we enter into our floral backgrounds. Mary Fran has really kind of grown in her technique here with her floral backs over the last 4 or 5 years here that she's been doing them. And you can see they just turn out magnificent. You'll see the individual items here later on in the video, and you'll see once you place them on your cards or your layouts or your crafting projects, it's almost like you can pick them right off there. Obviously some leaf backgrounds, great accent backgrounds to use, some damasks, very rich in terms of their style and everything else. Here's our worded back. You know, if you actually look at our card and our layout, you'll see that we liked it so much that Mary Fran and I both chose to use it. Mary Fran creates the layouts for our inspiration that we have on our website, and I create the cards. So we liked it that much, we both chose it. And again, it's in a few different colors so that you have options and depending on how you see your creation going. This is the stationery box. These ones are just the perfect back to start with. Obviously you have all the floral at the top, then you have this lower space to add in other elements, photos, whatever it is, but standalone, this is just a beautiful background paper. And again, in several different colors for you. Here's some striped ones with that, again, that real shabby chic feel to them. Both the floral as well as the lacy feel. And some stripes and tickings, which are really, really nice to have as accent papers when you're doing your creating. Into the elements, you'll see, maybe a little hard for you to see on the video, but this border here has the lace along the bottom, as well as the other couple that are included in the kit. Bows, perfect additional elements where you have those slight bit of area which maybe you want to fill in, perfect for a bow. Here we go into the glimmering brads. Centers are nicely colored in the colors of this kit, nice shimmering exteriors. And the butterflies. The butterflies, who doesn't love a butterfly? These are so easy to use and place into your projects. The buttons, we have one in each of the colors of the kit. So again, whatever depending on your uses. And here we are with the quintessential Eiffel Tower. What kit in this theme would be complete without it? Here are our Fleur-De-Lys. You can see from my screen, the Fleur-De-Lys and actually all of the elements are created in quite a large format. And this is with all of our kits. That isn't just this kit. The reason that they're so large is because you can easily shrink them without losing any resolution. But if you try to make something larger, you're going to pixelize the image, meaning it'll get fuzzy and all that kind of stuff. So we always want to create things larger, and then that way you can shrink it to the size that you'd like it. Here are the florals. Pretty pink. Again, a darker version, a single flower, as well as another one with some different leaves. Beautiful, beautiful elements. And here they are in clusters. Mary Fran has built you clusters so you can begin working with these elements. You don't have to do them yourselves and kind of try and fit them and piece them together and see if they look right. You already have an element that's ready to go. Here's a frame. Again, nice shiny metallic looking finish on it. This center of it, it's created as a ping file. So this center is actually opaque. So you can place a photo behind it. You can place a stamp image. You can place all kinds of things in behind it. Even if you want a background paper in behind it, you can do that yourself so that it gives you many, many options to use this element with. Here's the hearts. And again, shabby chic with all the lace around them, the pretty, pretty florals in them. We've given you 2 in those options. And then because you're probably going to create more than just one item with this kit, there's so many options with it. We've also created hearts without the lace around it in case that was kind of the direction you wanted to go. Here are some word tags. Again, very well done, very beautiful, and serged edges on them and the brads that are placed into them, but leaving you blank space so you can write in names, dates, titles, whatever it is that you're working in, gives you that option in order to personalize your project. The lamp post, again, another beautiful element, gives you that old world feel. Here are the Poodles. The Poodles in 4 colors. They've got their poised walk and their air about them. What else would there be with a Paris, right? Here is a beautiful, beautiful card. Place your stamp in here. This would be actually make a perfect greeting card, just stand alone as the element is. Put in your writing in here on the right-hand side, and you're good to go. We have stamps that are included. So these are again, you'll see the black areas of the stamp. That is the part that will show up. Everything else is opaque, and so there's no color to it. So you can place that on, it is a postmark stamp, exactly what you're thinking of. Ribbons. The ribbons are awesome elements for when you're, seaming 2 papers together because you wanted to use a few different papers. This can help cover up that edge, or they're just pretty elements to use in order to enhance your card's layouts or creation. The stamps, again, really, really usable elements. Really old world feel to them. The color, the opaqueness to the Eiffel Tower in this one. Here's one that is a little richer in the black with the florals, and a lighter one with the pink and the florals, and there's the postmark stamp being used, so you get the idea of it. And lastly, a few more blank word tags so that you can choose exactly what you want to say or personalize your creations. So that's the FQB. In the little bits, we wander into the heart with the all adorned butterflies, doilies in them. The idea behind our little bits is if you're a little short on time, or maybe you just aren't quite comfortable clustering all those individual elements together and making them look proper, the little bits, you really have to take a look at those and purchase those when you're creating. This gives you finished elements. There you can see the Eiffel Tower already decked out. This gives you great finished elements to work with without having to worry about, I'm not sure about the size or the scale or the placement or anything else. Here we were talking about that nice metallic finish frame in the FQB. Here it is in the little bits where it's already decked out, has a background paper in it, as well as comes with one which is an opaque center. So again, you can place your photo in there, whatever it is that you see in your creation as you want to have behind that. Here are some jewelry tags, Mary Fran has called them. Again, they give you a perfect area to journal. If you wanted to use these because you have, maybe it's a layout and you have some photos, so you wanted to diarize maybe a place or a name or a date, or maybe they're in your cards and you wanted to put your sentiment on this, perfect elements for this. Here are 3 or 4 different styles so that you have different things to work with. Here's a few phrases. Again, they are just as if you had written them. You put them on your page. There's no whiteness to them. What you see in black is actually what you get. And here's Paris is always a good idea from the beautiful Audrey Hepburn. Another jewelry tag. This one's even lined, so it gives you some journaling areas in order to give you a different look. The tickets. The tickets are probably one of my favorite pieces in this little bit. The tickets are such an old world. They really have that feel, don't they? Like as if you had traveled there and this is what your preserved memories were and you've kept them as a keepsake. Here are our word tags that actually have words on them already. We try to include several word tags that already have words and phrases on them that we thought they might work with the project that you're working on. So again, you have cool fonts, You have them already done up. You can see with the pink heart, the different color, everything else. So you can just simply place it in there and quickly work on your project without having to do all that extra creative work. Now, we do have some at the end here that we're coming up to. There we are, that are blank because maybe we missed the mark. We weren't saying what it was that you were trying to capture and the feeling or whatever. So you do have the ability to place them in yourselves as well. Now, in our 2 paper pack, here we are with papers again. I want you to know, if you're not already familiar, all of our different coordinating products, the FQB, the 2 paper pack, the solid paper pack, the little bits, there are not duplicate items in any of those. So if you buy the FQB, none of those papers are in the tube or the solid pack, and the same goes, none of the 2 and the solid pack are in the FQB. So these are the similar pattern and different colored, things like that. So you are not buying duplicates. They certainly are worth buying because it gives you so many more creative options. And as you can see, there are the similar pattern ones that we had seen in the last FQB viewing, but different colors for you, so it gives you more options. The solids are a great option to have as well. I know I like to use them when I create the cards because you always need that very, very background paper in order to give you kind of an anchoring thing. I'm not sure if you can see it very well in the video, but the exterior has a border, which is the damask, and obviously appropriately colored in each of the solidly colored papers, so that it gives it a little bit more appeal. You could use it, and they are a little bit more fancy, so you could use it as a little more predominant paper if that's what you chose to do. The last thing that is included if you purchase the bundle is our alpha. Now, again, the alpha is created large, so you can shrink these to whatever size you want. You get numbers, obviously. You get a full set of letters. These ones happen to be uppercase, as well as some punctuation. This is going to allow you to highlight any of the names, titles, dates, phrases, whatever you wanted to say that's going to capture exactly the theme of what you were trying to produce in your creation. You can highlight them by using the alpha. They're really, really handy to use. Obviously, this one is very boldly colored so that it stands out and really actually does the job that is intended for the alpha. And that is it, folks. This is the entire coordinated collection of our Ooh La La collection. Again, all that I've just shown you is all the 5 products of the coordinating products that you can purchase in the bundled collection and save yourself 20%, or you can purchase them individually, obviously, as you'll see in our store. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope that's given you a better understanding and a better peek at what is exactly in it. And